Good stuff. Ta-da! You might need anything. There's a lot of people out there. Y'all need seats. It's stressing me out. There's one here. There's one in here. Got any more chairs?
There's one here, there's another one over here.
Calling everybody out.
Sorry.
All right, really quickly, everybody has a piece of paper. I need you to take this piece of paper and write down 3 to 5 things in the technology world that can help you iterate faster, that you feel are mundane and a waste of your valuable time that you would like to learn more about.
I don't have a sheet of paper.
So-
7 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
What are you spending most of your time on things that are mundane that you would like technology to help you with? What would those things be? You can write down one if it's one, but what the purpose of this is, we're gonna collect all these, we're gonna pass them up front. I'm gonna ask a student helper, which is one of you two lovely ladies. We're gonna make a list and we're gonna build out an AI calendar for the next quarter on what you guys wanna learn about. Do what? Where are you spending most of your time on things that you feel are mundane, that you would like technology to help you iterate faster and give you more time back?
Gail.
Give you a minute to write that out. Does the back row need paper? Do y'all need paper?
Yeah.
Just put on a scratch piece of paper. When you're done, pass it forward. Please and thank you.
So they'll change.
Where are you spending most of your time on things that you feel are mundane, that you would like technology to help you iterate faster and give you more time back? Done, give them to the girls. Let's see, they in school.
I know, I'm like, what do I do? What I'll do it.
Yeah.
And she wasn't in.
All right, everybody good?
She's already
I
given
want
me
you
one
to start-
today. I don't want to
you
use
start
it again.
getting- Start just writing them in and doing things. Yep.
Yep. Oh, we're good.
All right. Who in here uses AI?
Not as much as I should.
Raise your hand proud. Who in here uses AI? Raise your hand proud. Y'all, you want to use AI. You're gonna get left behind. Technology that mimics human intelligence to perform tasks. There's a podcast on MRA that came out last week. What is it? Adam Shove? Is that his name? Last name is Shove. Talks about people are using ChatGPT, Gemini, all the things instead of Google. Stop it. Stop it. That is not Google. It interfaces with Google. It is not Google. What you get from AI is what someone has put in. That's it. Who in here uses their Gemini with their KW email? Nobody? You guys all, oh, raise your hand proud. You're already paying for it. It's the pro version. So you guys all know that with your KW email, you get the pro version, the paid for version of Gemini with your KW email.
So does it gotta be?
You gotta be logged in.
KW.com as the suffix, or does mine also?
The KW email we assigned you, that's a Gmail account on Google, that is your,
Your KW account.
yes.
So even though
It's the
mine,
Google version of Chat GPT.
So how do you do that?
mine goes through
I'll show you.
seven.com. Filter.
I don't know if y'all
Go
can see it.
forward. I don't-
So if you go to your email, all the little dots up here, if you hit those dots and scroll down, it's a little star, it sits right there.
Where did you say? Oh, so literally,
Just tell it what you need.
how'd you get there?
It's all easy.
So if you just go to your email and the four dots, all the dots that are up here,
Okay.
just click on that and it gives you all your options and it sits right there.
You can also have an
Waffle. Yeah.
Sorry, just download it.
You don't have to download anything. You literally click on it like this. And it's the paid version already. You can go in, it already knows you. It'll say Gemini for Keller Williams Inc.
More resources.
Sit on me.
It saves everything that I've ever created. It saves all your history. The free version doesn't do that. Just FYI. Who knows what Gen AI is?
What is it?
Gen AI.
Oh.
Gen AI, generative AI, means to generate content using AI, which is words, pictures, videos, and sounds. So Gen AI is what we are currently in the world we are living in. That's where all this content is coming from, is Gen AI. OpenAI, Google, Amazon, Claude, Grok, which is Elon Musk, his version of it, Perplexity. They are all feeding the models nearly all in a safe internet content, looking for patterns of various languages. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit. But the short version is there are a gazillion platforms to do basic AI. They all want your $20 a month. There's a free version. But if you commit to those long-term and you want to save all your stuff, they're all memberships. Please don't buy 50 memberships because they all, most of them, unless you get into some deep coding, they all do the same thing for the most part. So just be wise on where you spend your money. Do you guys understand that AI are basically just word patterns? For anybody that's using it? Yeah.
Can you say more on that, please?
Yo, that's a lot of words. I love that. We're gonna have a whole calendar, Justin, for the rest of the year. Yeah, so after you train it, all right, everybody pull out your phone. Let me give you an example. I want you guys to all pull out your phone and pull out your text app and pull up anybody's name on there, the last person that you texted. Click on text message and you see it brings your keyboard up. Everybody's do that? You see the 3 words right here? Those are the 3 most common words that you use when you start a text message.
They have the same words.
If you hit the word "the," then another 3 words come up. Mine is first, only, and much.
First only and most.
So based on how you text, AI is already predicting what next word you're going to use.
Uh-oh.
Careful.
Yeah, we have the same one.
So I can say the first thing, the first time, the first one, the first time you get to see me is when you are nice.
Oh my God.
Oh, I just texted Suzanne, by the way. That's awesome.
But I'm guessing that is in some of the, like, the number times you use it, it's important. 'Cause
But did you guys realize that the predictive analytics in this, which is AI, it is already predicting what your next word is going to be? That's an easy example for AI that people that are in the world of uncomfortable. After you train it, AI models know your word patterns, but they do not know how to solve your tasks. They are not problem solvers. It is a support system.
Where's Ed?
Where's Ed?
I thought he was gonna be here for this.
Ed is at the Milton City Hall filing a appeal for our property tax that went up 100%.
That's more important.
100%.
Wow.
because the deadline is Thursday and he has to be at work at the office this week.
Okay, I'll forget him.
Yeah, so. we'll
I'm still gonna send him a nasty text message.
Yeah, no.
I was
Yeah,
like, yeah.
but unsolved task. Next, OpenAI, Google, and all the others train models how to complete tasks such as summarizing documents, answering questions, finding facts in documents, etc. After hundreds and thousands of examples, do the models get reasonably good at converting what you say to correct output? We talk about, I think I gave an example about you can upload a contract, you can upload a home inspection, and you can ask it, pick out the top three, whatever you want it to be. It analyzes things. It doesn't solve those problems for you. Agreed? Yeah. Everybody's still looking at the phone. I know that's crazy, isn't it? Everybody's like, so cool.
I'm having a great.
Will you pull up the link? So context. So here, who knows about data sets? Anybody know what that means? No, you guys do. Data sets. So data sets. So for example, this is a data set in Databricks. I don't know what Databricks is. A human went through and wrote this. So Alice's parents have 3 daughters, Amy, Jessie, and what's the name of the third daughter? What's the third daughter's name? Alice. Here's your question. Somebody wrote this, a company that spends trillions of dollars putting in data, so that this is where your AI comes from. It's all the information that humans have put in to the internet world. I'm sure there's a more technical term, but that's where these are just examples. Will you pull up that link for me? So, my sweet husband. He, by the way, I rewrote this whole thing last night because we had a change of heart. So Databricks. So there's a link. This is the same thing. I just put it in a more clean table. Here's the instruction. Some human wrote, which is a species of fish? Taupe or rope? Taupe. You know, taupe is a fish. It's a classification. Somebody wrote this. So now this is out there as data, as a data set. So when you go in and you Google something or you put into AI, what species of fish, which one of these, it already knows the answer. Does that make sense? Did I lose anybody? In this one data set, there are 15,000 rows. There are trillions and trillions and trillions of rows of data out in the megaverse that people have put in there to provide us information when we go to put something in and ask it a question. So just know it didn't fall from the sky. AI is actually not magic. Someone had to put it in for you to get something out. And I think for a lot of people, that is a hard thing to understand. They're like, oh, I can just put it in AI, it's going to spit it out for me. Well, somebody actually put it in there for it to give you something back. It is not always right. Please fact check your AI if you're using it. It is not always right. Because, I don't know, Ding Dong Jimmy could have put this in here. And because it's in there, guess what? It's going to pull it.
But if it's on the internet, it's gotta be true.
Right? Fun fact, not. Does that make sense? I know this is like going down the tech, but I want you guys to understand where it comes from, because I think for a lot of people, that's really important, that it is not magic. It doesn't come from the sky. It comes from what people have put in. That's what you're getting back. And
Fact checking? No, I've known a lot of
It
the math is.
AI does not fact check. Nope, there is a zero regulation.
Well, a lot of times with that, if, let's say, what was the question, said, which of the species of fish, and it says taupe or rope, and it says taupe. Okay, so a lot of that AI has to do with aggregation of massive amounts, and the most commonly held truth is the one that pops up. So if 5 people say something BS, and 150 million of them say taupe, then it's gonna come up as taupe.
Mhm. Yeah, but so when people talk about data sets is where all this information comes from. There are companies spend trillions and trillions of dollars for this data, so they can ask you to pay $20 a month for their AI platform. So just know who you're giving your money to, understand what they do with your information. I'm going to share a slide at the end that another top agent who uses at a high level. For those of you that want to upload your contracts, there's a retractable app, AI, that you can use that will retract out any pertinent information that you guys feel is personal, that you don't want to go out into the wide web. Did you ask what is retractable doing with information that you have now uploaded to them? Because if you don't read your terms and conditions, you are giving them the right to then take the data that you don't want anybody to know for them to use it. So when you guys sign up for apps to do that kind of stuff, please read the terms and conditions. Because this is the part that a lot of people don't talk about. They're like, oh, all these apps are so great. But understanding what they do on the back end with it is we're either gonna kill David Maxey or we're gonna be his best friend. He hasn't decided yet. Because this is so new for us. There's so much we don't know. Thinking about what could happen in 2 years, what they could do with that information, if they leak it, where'd it come from? Well, it came from Deanna Wrinkle. Well, why did she do that? Well, I don't know. Nobody told me that I couldn't. So just think ahead, understand what you're giving your information to and that sort of thing. Any questions on that? To me, that looks like Greek. But I understand it. And I'm trying to make it in layman's terms as possible so you understand where the data is coming from.
And for the record, she says, we don't know where this stuff is going or where it's gonna, nobody does.
Nobody does.
Like, the people that are programming these things don't know where we're gonna be in 6
Yeah,
months.
the regulations are not as fast as what people are doing with the content. That's the problem. It's not really a problem, but
What types of information would you input that you'd want to retract? Like, what do
I
you?
just
not
asked that
want to
question of Gemini. I just asked that exact question. It said,
well, I think it depends on the client. I mean, anything that you're gonna put on a contract is things that is public record. I mean, you can find all that, but if
Yeah.
you have a client that says, I don't want you, we should be telling our clients that we use AI. That's being transparent with integrity. When you tell them that, some of them might be like, I'm not comfortable with that. What are you doing with, like, how are you using it? If you say, well, I'm uploading your contracts, they might say, I don't want you to do that. Please don't put my information out there. Some people, y'all, all of our information is out there. Some people believe that it's not. I'm just saying, we are here to serve our clients. You need to be educated to have those conversations. What does that look like? So there are apps, Retractable is one of them, that they offer that service. But unless you know what they're doing with that information, it is still not safe. And there's still no guarantee, but at least understand that if you're willing to take the risk that they can do whatever they want with it, it might not be a contract, it might be something, it might be personal stuff. Upload your will, upload your financial documents, whatever that looks like, just know that whoever you're sending that to ask it to, hey, tell me how to create a budget for 2026. Who are you uploading that to and what are they going to do with it? And do you know?
Upload your financial information.
well,
People do all the time. All the time.
I would not suggest.
most of this stuff that is on here from the question is pretty common sense. It's, you know, it's the stuff we wouldn't want, we would password protect it anyway. So most of this stuff is pretty normal, like what you don't want to put in there. You don't want
Yes.
to put your fingerprints or facial skin in.
So why would you want to upload a contract to AI? Am I missing, like, why would you want to do that?
Say if you're a brand new agent and you don't understand a clause in the contract, or you don't understand something that somebody has made you an offer that you don't understand instead of asking your coach or a human, you want to go ask it.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Y'all are so cute. So cute.
But if you decide.
This is why AI, sorry, I just want to say, this is why AI can be a huge tool, but don't let it be, it can cripple you. So be smart on how you use it, be smart on what you're sharing it, because once you have given it, you cannot take it back. You
And
can
each
retract it.
tool can be construed 2 different ways.
That's right. That's right. So AI is amazing. We all are on the wagon moving forward with AI, but I think there's all this, AI that, go to all the classes, do all the things, understand what you're doing with it, how you're using it for the integrity of your business, of your brand, and of the people that you're serving. So that's the biggest thing, because there's a lot that we don't know and a lot that hasn't happened yet. I do not want to be the poster child. I do not want y'all to be the poster child of what we should have done differently. So common sense, yes, please. Yes, please. That would be amazing.
But it also reads as a, if you put it in and read it, you can tell it's been computer generated on its response.
Yes.
So
Yep.
sometimes the people are putting it in, it's like, oh, do a business plan, so you need to be careful. Because not only is it happening in the real estate industry, it's happening in our industry.
Mhm.
I'm already being inundated with fire reports, will AI your defects for you.
Mhm.
You don't want that.
So I'll give you an example. Y'all know Jordan Freed. Have I heard of Jordan Freed? So Jordan, I was on a call with Jordan Freed, last week and with my maps coach, and he said he has a team in Idaho that they lost 17 deals in the last 90 days. All due to inspections because they've had an inordinate amount of rain. Everything came back with damp crawl spaces, water leaks in the, around this foundation, that sort of thing. So what he did is he uploaded all 17 inspections, went in and asked ChatGPT, hey, can you go in and analyze these 17 inspections, give me the top 3 problems consistently through all of them? Water was number 1. Now he is coaching, which is amazing, to tell now when you're going to talk to a new listing potential, hey, this summer we've had an inordinate amount of rain. Don't be surprised if on the home inspection you see water. Now, the flip side of that, all that data just got put in. So if you want to move to Idaho and you put in what are the top 3 things that could be a potential problem when you buy a house in this state in Idaho, guess what's going to tell you? It's a double-edged sword. Understand what you're doing with it and how you're using it. Mm-hmm. Like, just think about that for a minute.
Can we shut it off?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not sci-fi, not magic. You only learn what's been taught. I talked about this already. I've mentioned this before. AI won't replace agents. Agents using AI will replace those who don't. Jason said it months ago. I've said it a few times. It is super important that you guys understand it. If you're using it, be transparent with your clients on how you're using it. What matters now? Efficiency, productivity, customer service, decision-making, competitive edge. Does anybody here use it in their social media with the mini chat to get, if you type in a word in mini chat, they get an instant response back? Thea, are you using that?
I am playing with it right now,
Okay.
yes. Yeah. You type in guide and it automatically spits out, sends the information immediately.
Yeah, so it automates a lot. So for the efficiency, automate repetitive tasks, you can save time. Productivity, do more with less effort. That's the goal. Customer service, provide instant personalized support. So the mini chat that you can use, and especially on social media, it's like, hey, if you want to see the playbook X for 1, 2, 3, put the word playbook in the comments, and then you get an immediate response back to a link with the playbook. They want you to put in your information. That's how it works. That's immediate response that you don't have to sit on your social media and reply to people. Does that make sense?
So for those of y'all that all have questions, it's mini chat, MANY, chat. It's a chat bot. Like Dara said, if you've seen them all, if you have anybody on Instagram or anything like that, that says, hey, comment whatever, that word you create on the back end of a buyer's guide, and you type in the word buyer and it automatically sends a buyer's guide along with follow-up information that once you create the system on the back end, you don't touch it again until you actually have conversation with the client or with the.
It was main guide or mini?
Many, M-A-N-Y.
Mini chat,
Chat.
all one word.
So decision-making, leverage data for smarter choices and competitive advantage, stand out in a crowded market. AI marketing for content creation. So there's gonna be a QR code in here. I wrote out pages of prompts for content creation. I've got examples of content calendars for you, on what that looks like. AI-powered listing description. Generate compelling property descriptions in seconds. ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Claude AI, Perplexity, Jasper. Anybody here use Right Homes? Has anybody seen this before? It is real estate specific. It's pretty cool. Nova. Anybody, who in here has an Amazon account? You get nova.amazon.com for free. Y'all know that? It does animation. It creates videos. It will take photos and create videos for you. There is a paid version on here, but if you have an Amazon account, there is, and you can put in there that you don't want it to search the internet when you're asking it for things. It's pretty cool. So I would say if you have an Amazon account, check out nova.amazon.com. Virtual staging, we've all heard about that. Digital furnished rooms.
There.
Yes.
Sorry, while literally this morning or yesterday, this came out from the lead email from Keller Williams, KWRI.
Yep.
They did a mid-year trend report and AI use cases across top producers in the company. And virtual staging was the #1 34% of the people said that's the number one reason that they're using AI is for virtual staging.
There you go. And there are several apps and platforms that do it, and they all have a free version. I recommend using a free version first before you pay for it. Virtual Stage AI, Reimagine Home, Style Dot, there's a ton. Figure out what relates to you. Video content creation, turn long videos into engaging social media clips, Opus Clip, in video AI. You might hear use either of those. Yep. Graphic design, you can do marketing materials with AI assistants, Canva with AI features. Disclaimer, beware of small companies that offer free. If you upload your words or photos to them, they could use, missed a word, and retain what you upload for their own later use. Read the terms and conditions, redaction example. When companies keep your data, it could be leaked in the future. I shared that already.
Are you gonna send this or put it up on the site?
I'll put it on the Facebook group. I'll share it with everybody.
This is
Yeah.
good information. Yeah.
Implementing AI in your business, your roadmap, identify pain points. This was identifying your pain points. Choose the right tools. Start smart. Start smart. Yeah, start smart. Start small and experiment. Don't buy seven subscriptions and figure out which one you want to use. Train yourself and your team. Ethical considerations. This goes back and talking to your clients. If you guys are using this that involves anything with their information, be transparent because you don't want it to come back and bite you.
Okay, look, if you don't know where to start, ask AI. Literally ask it, how do I start setting up my business, a business plan or whatever it is? It will walk you through steps on what to do and it will guide you. This is just a thought partner, right? This isn't an all be all like Dara has said. This is a thought partner. It's having a coach in your computer at all times without having to call various people or whatever. And it supplements all of that stuff.
And to tag onto that, I just asked it that when you guys started talking, I said, how can I best learn this platform to reduce my workload? It is literally walking me through
Yeah.
what you just said. It's step one, step two, step three.
And literally one of the best practices that I learned a long time ago, we've talked about it too, is tell it to ask you questions one by one. Otherwise,
Say that again?
tell it to ask you questions, follow-up questions, one by one.
Okay.
Versus it will send you a batch of 5 to 10 questions, but have it ask you one by one, answer the question. That will help guide the conversation instead of it being 5 different things that you're trying to answer at one time.
All right, we're gonna get into prompting. So that QR code, I will also share that. That is for a whole list of prompts that I wrote out last night. And I did not use ChatGPT or Gemini for all of this, just so you guys know. I actually sat with my husband. We sat down and put some of this in layman's terms, the best, bless his heart, he could. But understanding what specific prompts you need to use.
So let me ask you a logistical question about this. When I'm doing this and it's printing this stuff out for me, is there a great way to save this? Just click it to a clipboard, put it on a Word document?
On there, it gives you an option to export it or you can download it.
Tell it you want a printable version of it.
Yeah, I tell you want to, please convert this to a PDF.
Okay.
It will do that for you.
But they're also saved in there, so you can always go back and reference them later.
Yeah. Let me share a couple content calendars. So I just said, can I have a basic content calendar for social media? It breaks it down by day, gives you a theme, gives you ideas of what needs to go in there, on what platforms to put it on. Each day of the week, throwback, feature Friday, open house weekend vibe, Sunday spotlight, tip Tuesday. If you guys are new and you don't know what to do on social media and you want to be on social media, just ask it. It will tell you. Use it as a guide. Don't use it as your rule. Idea number 2. Sweet home, sweet home. I said Sweet Home Alabama. I almost came out of my mouth. If you want it to have a theme, if that's your brand, everybody has their own brand. If you have a theme that you know, that follows your brand, put that in there and ask it to build you a lifestyle content calendar for whatever you want it to do. Write 5 clever home organizing hacks for small spaces. Format it as a bulleted list for a Facebook post, encouraging users to share their own genius tips. It will answer all the things for you. Use it. Prompt example. Okay, this is where it starts to get technical. So you can put into your ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, please give me a list of the top home selling in Beaufort. You know, is it a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom? When you go in to do a prompt, I'm gonna give you an example. If you have somebody that you follow, or you yourself, you're like, I wrote a listing description and I killed it. I knocked it out of the park. It's the best one that any human has ever seen. Or you have an agent that you follow or like, and they have written one that you're like, I want to be her when I grow up. You can copy and paste that. When you go in, you can do a contact. These are called tags. This is your start and this is your stop. You copy and paste the facts of whatever you want in the details of that. Then, say if your listing coming up is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, you put those facts here. Schools, whatever. Take the example of one that you think is good or that you want to R&D of someone else, or maybe it's your own. It will take this information and put it here for you. Then you can just take it out. You can do multiple examples if you want to and keep going. This just are tagged when you want to get real specific at a start and stopping point with details and not just say, hey, you know, don't keep it vague. If you're going to use it, be super specific. Does that make sense? This is getting into like the technical part of it. So I know everybody's like, oh my gosh. Context, which is your facts, examples. What do you want it to look like? You can tell it, no emojis. Y'all have seen my post with 800 emojis. I'm going to smack somebody because that screams AI all day. Does that make sense? It's like, oh God, I'm losing you. All right. The next slides, there's going to be a QR code that you can link to those. I know I gotta hurry up. I know I'm late. I talk too much. I'm gonna whiz through these because we're late. There's a QR code. You can get them all. Y'all know Nina Bergdahl. She was on the ALC panel, AI panel at our ALC clinic. These are her slides. These are some of the things that she uses. I'm gonna give you guys all access to this at the end, so you can read it on your own. She is going to come and teach, but just to give you an idea, these are just some of the things that she does with photo conversions, 3D renderings, virtual renovations and remodeling previews. These are some of the ones that she has done. These style data, which I mentioned, these are some of the apps that she uses. There are a gazillion out there. Do not sign up for them all, please. Virtual staging, video editing, and video, what we talked about. Gazillions of things that you can use for market research, admin task, prompts. Look, she has more prompts. There are more prompts than any human could ever possibly do. Be specific. More prompts. Redactable, that's when I share with you guys. Read terms and conditions so you guys know what they are doing with your information if you don't want to share. Right? Did I leave everybody? Everybody's like, questions? I know it's a lot.
Thank you for doing this. This is good stuff.
Well, the feedback that I'm getting is a lot of people don't understand where AI is coming from. So I thought this is like the 101, and what I'm gonna do is take all this and we're gonna sit down, and whether it's myself, I'll get Zed to come in, that'll be a high level, but we will find people, if I can't do it, to teach all the things that you guys want to learn how to implement AI in a smart way into your business and teach on that.
Yeah, this is like the elephant. I need the little bite.
Yeah, but I think at least you need to understand where it comes from.
You're gonna have to tell Zed to bring it down to the human level,
Well,
like how he is.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Because he's like, you can see it. You can
Yeah.
see.
We're gonna take all these and do like a 101.
Things to start.
Yeah.
After.
Was that good for everybody?
Yeah.
Like taking